Alright. Where am I? What was I doing? I was about to go to bed. Hello, welcome back to Dishonored. Where we last left off, we did pretty
I
much
used to be the
nothing.
hostess here. Oh, I could tell you stories about that, believe me.
We just kind of wandered around, a little like a star. And yeah, didn't really do much. We just kind of read everything. It is a very skippable video. You really need to see 2 parts of dialogue in it. Anyways, let's go to sleep. And then this is when the game gets interesting. Turning down my volume. Wait, did they just say we move more quickly with our weapon sheathed? Because if that's so... Ah. Coca-Cola. We can't go through that door. We have to go through this door. Whoa. Is David Blaine here? Mind freak. Do.
Hello, Corvo. Your life has taken a turn, has it not? The Empress is dead. Her precious daughter Emily is lost somewhere in the city, and you will play a pivotal role in the days to come. For this, I have chosen you and drawn you into the void. I am the outsider, and this is my mark. There are forces in the world and beyond the world, great forces that men call magic. And now, these forces will serve your will. Use this newfound power, my gift to you. Come find me.
Now, for what I remember, the Outsider is a pretty cool guy. How do you use blink power again? Yeah, that's how you use it. Yeah, Paraspiritual Remedy, that's mana potion. I remember mentioning that in the last part. You cannot save her. Oh no. But yeah, look at these 2 fucks. Emily's letter. Corvo, I am very sad. They say that you're dead like mother, but I'm going to put this note in a bottle and throw it into the river because I do not believe them. Living here is very strange. I do not like it, so please come for me if I can. Now, like, I don't know how much of this you can actually trust. Because, like, the actual letter itself, I don't know if you can actually trust that letter or not. If it's just like a, you know, fake hallucination letter. These plans that they're planning. Oh, fuck. These things are cool. These people are dead. Look at how dead they are. They are so dead. I know I've parkoured up there before, but there's really no point in me parkouring up there. I like the whole outsider thing this game has going on, though. I mean, it's pretty cool concept. I mean, the Void is kind of like this game's version of hell and everything, in a sense. And, like, it's the taboo thing, you know? It's like Satanism. Is that a slaughterfish? Or hagfish, or whatever you call it.
In the days that follow, your trials will be great, Corvo. Seek the ancient runes bearing my mark in the lonely places of your world, and at shrines raised in my name. These runes will grant you powers beyond those of other men. To help you find these runes, I give you this, the heart of a living thing, molded by my hands. With this heart, you will hear many secrets, and it will guide you toward my runes, no matter how they may be hidden. Listen to the heart now, and find another rune.
We're gonna find all the runes in the game, by the way. The heart thing's really cool. I like that it's like mechanical looking and such.
This place is the end of all things, and the beginning.
It's also fun to listen to what it has to say. I really like Dishonored. Dishonored is a game I really like.
All of time is meaningless here. Neither seconds, nor centuries.
Well, hold up. Oh, I can use the mouse wheel.
Someday this place will devour all the lights in the sky.
I've never played this game before with a headset, and Jesus Christ, it's trippy.
The one who walks here is all things. Cradle songs of comfort in bones gnawed by teeth. This is the place from which those who dabble in black arts draw their power. And this place is their doom.
Doodle-a-doom-doodle-a-doom.
I can feel a great age ending. This place is the end of all
Alright, I think we've
things,
exhausted it.
and the beginning.
Give it one more go.
All of time
Yep.
is meaningless here. Neither seconds, nor centuries.
Whoa, oh, okay, hold on. Boom. Give me that ruin! There are certain ones I won't be getting with just because they're very lethal, which kind of makes me sad because they're really cool. Like, there's one where you can summon a swarm of rats, but I won't be able to use it because it'll kill people and such. There's dark vision. We need dark vision. There's different stages for Blink. We can't upgrade it yet. But yeah, dark vision is good. What the fuck is this? Oh, it's enter. That's the enter button. What the? What? Drinking too much coke. Yeah, consumption very low. Very high. Possession is good. Bend time is very good. But Wind Blast and Devouring Swarm we won't get. There's also like stuff like this. Huh. But yeah. I thought they had more powers. I don't know why. Alright. That's neat though.
How you use what I have given you falls upon you, as it has to the others before you. And now I return you to your world, but know that I will be watching with great interest.
Gotta love Coke. Oh no, it wasn't just a dream. There's one. Whoa. What the hell? This wasn't here. What the? Whoa! Whoa! What is all this? Is this because I got DLC? Journal of Granny Rags. Remember this chick? She's awesome. Excerpt from the ramblings of a street denizen. Of course I'll tell you, dearie. I won't keep any secrets from you in the end. All the dreary days of my life are like the windows of a house. From the kitchen I can see out into the garden where the leaves and stalks are brown and bug-eaten. You can see a little lump of dirt where something is wrapped in a blanket and laid to rest along the rows of twisting vines. The front room looks out into the street where neighbors are all setting fire to their homes, barricading themselves inside, warm and snug, dearie. Don't forget about the bedroom either. It sees into the dreary alley where hooligans are playing a game with an old man. The first two are hitting him with sticks, and the girl with them is kicking at his dry old ribs. Oh, to have those bones, to boil them in a pot. No one lives in my house anymore, dearie. No one you'd want to meet. When I lived there with my husband, we were fine people. Vera more, everyone would say. Your house is as grand as Boyle Manor. Better even. Your dinners are lavish and your parties are the best. When that young Sokolov came to paint my portrait, I was nearly still in my prime, radiant, he said. I was just barely a man, so young, painting... Oh, and he was just barely a man so young, painting all the best people across the land. Everyone wanted a portrait by his hand. All my friends, I was the only one, dearie. Wet with his paint... God damn. Oh, no! No, not Fallout 4! No! No! I could over game cases. I have, like, only 5 actual game cases. Everything else is through Steam. And, I mean, that's okay, as long as Steam continues to exist forever. The moment Steam stops existing, everything is fucked. Where was I? Oh yeah, wet with his paint, glistening on the canvas for a pretty coin. But it wasn't all parties and paintings. My husband and I weren't always at home. No, we traveled together, he and I, to the far ends of the Isles, beyond, even all the way to the red cliffs of I feel like it's Penizia, but I don't feel like it is. To dig in the rock and crawl through the caves, holding up candles and squinting at the walls. How long is this? Many precious things we came upon, but none so as precious as the boy with black eyes, dearie. All those marks and bones, carved so deep and polished so bright. Is that the outsider? I brought the old bones home, hid them from my dear husband. Then I learned to boil them and carve them myself. They made such good presents, dearie. The little mute boy took them home. He loved them so. All the time he came back with new bones for me, holding them up so I could see it in his eyes. Even though his tongue was still, Granny, his eyes would say to me, carve these bones for me, make me another present. He went so far, all the way to Dunwall Tower. The royal headsman himself now, my little mute boy, in a shiny, shiny sword. Christ. Better bones were what I needed, you see. Better bones to carve and polish, scrape and gleam. My dear old husband was always tired. I made him soup when he was sick. Better bones was all for my little mute boy, carved in the name of the one with black eyes. And after my husband was gone, given away as birthday gifts, I didn't want to live there anymore. Now I'm old, I don't have many to give my presents to. It's sifting through the garbage for granny rags and feeding the little birds that gather at my feet. No one wants to have tea, dearie, especially those rowd louts on Bottle Street. Slackjaw and his boys, always meddling with an old woman just trying to make her way. In the end, we'll be together with him, you, me, and the dreary night of the stars above below, and always the one with black eyes, dearie. That's the outsider. Where did the mute boy come from? Damn it, hold up. So wait, is the mute boy? I don't know. Alright, let's Wolfhound. Getting a lot of coin. That's a lot of coin. Alright. Is this gonna be long? No! I'm putting timestamps before all these long-ass readings. This is like to skip through it if nobody cares. Excerpt from a series of letters sent by a member of the Bottle Street Gang. You want the Chingwang on... Oh my god, the Chinwag on Slackjaw, what he was like when he was young before he got his name. Oh, he's got a cool head now, but weren't always like that. In the days before he was the boss of the Bottle Street Gang, time was young Slackjaw wasn't such a reasonable man. I had to check my phone. Like most of us, he grew up on the streets, running with a pack of ragamuffins and avoiding the law, pitching whatever he needed, dark-haired and dark-eyed, smoking a pipe by the age of 10. For they am born into the brothels or coming from the orphanages. It was either the gangs or the working with the mudlarks, and no one wants that. Some got pressed into the Navy or put down in the mines by the Pendletons or Boyle families. As hard as it was on the streets, as hungry as we all got, at least we was free. By the time we weren't little ones anymore, Slackjaw was one to watch, usually calling the shots. When we took down a farmer's cart or sidewalk street vendor, he'd come up with a plan, give everyone a part to play, and decide on the split. Most of us just went along because we learned fast that we made out better like that. More food, more corn, plus none of us wanted to deal with Slackjaw when he was in a rage. He worked on a couple of big jobs with Black Sally across town, and that was enough to get the attention of the other bosses. He wasn't just a street kid anymore, he was up-and-comer, which meant trouble. Another guy who fancied himself as such was Mike the Fish. Who the fuck names himself that? He was working his way, running the protection racket among the factory women. One fine evening, we're all talking in a body show in the theater house. Mike the Fish and his lot are there, and the cheap sheets too. Just down the aisle from us, Mike gets a wild idea. He wasn't big on playing it. He throws a heavy ceramic spittoon at Slackjaw, hits him square in the face, and breaks his jaw. Well, we look to see if there's going to be a blood brawl, but Slackjaw just points to the door, and we all leave, with Mike laughing at our backs. Working up the next day, without telling us why, Slackjaw motions for us all to follow. He still can't say a word, so we just come along. We stop at the docks, and Slackjaw actually pays coin for it, a heavy chain covered in hooks. Oh, I like where this is going. It's for fishing in the deep, something you attach to a long line off the side of a ship. It's about 4 feet, made of thick links, and there are shark hooks coming off at different angles. Slackjaw got that thing wrapped around his left arm, dangling on his side. Not sure how he knew where Mike the Fish was staying, but when he reaches his girl's house, Slackjaw throws a bottle through the window, and just like that, it's almost noon. There's a bunch of screaming inside, and Mike pokes his head out, looking wide-eyed and baffled. When he sees Slackjaw on the street, he comes over his face. The look comes over the face that still gives me the willies. Pure murder. Mike comes out that side door bellowing like a blood ox, holding a cleaver, heading straight for Slackjaw. When they come together in the street, Slackjaw spins and the shark hook bites deep into Mike's arm and shoulder. He screams, but Slackjaw holds on to the chain. He's standing there with his jaw broken, clenched tight, with the chain wrapped around his left arm, hooks sunk into Mike the Fish, just knifing him as fast as he can. Mike couldn't fight very well, hooked like that and using his left hand, but he was a big guy and took a lot of stabbing before he went to his knees. Everyone was cheering at first, but then we all went quiet. It just kept going and going until finally it was just Mike the Fish blubbering, crying like a baby, and the sound of Slackjaw's knife. I'm only halfway through this. God, it's interesting, but Christ. When it was over, and here's the brilliant part, Slackjaw took out a note and stuck it in Mike's face with a nail. It just said, if you want a job, come to Bottle Street. Slackjaw didn't talk right for a couple of months, but word spread fast. By the end of the year, once we had a sizable gang going, he sent out letters to the other bosses, telling them that he was running a brand new crew over on Bottle Street. Most of them laughed or beat up the guys who delivered the letters. Green-eyed Trish even came back missing a thumb, but apparently Slackjaw was expecting that kind of reaction and had a backup plan. Take a sip. A week later, 4 of the bosses were dead. Oh shit. Seemed like a series of unfortunate events, but everyone knew better. One shot dead by the watch while standing in the middle of a meat market, another slipping and falling in the water, out cold. One of the older bosses found in the bed with his belly opened wide and a Tivian pear stuffed into his mouth. Still not sure what that meant. And Sheila Barnsworth was found bubbling in a cauldron of hot wax. Slackjaw sent out another set of letters, offers to the other bosses, telling them that they'd be treated fair as peers. He even sent Green-eyed Trish with one of the letters. All the other bosses accepted. Didn't he? What? Didn't... Yeah, that was the missing thumb one. After spilling the guts of his main competition, Slackjaw went in for stabilizing his business. Real neat. Like calling in favors, smoothing things over, giving everyone a little bit of coin or drink as a bonus, showing what he could be like as a boss. So everything got quiet, which always makes the boys of the City Watch nervous, of course. Word went out among the Royal Spy Masters, Snitches, the Responsible Citizens group they called themselves, telling everyone working in a shop, damn it, or sweeping off the front steps of their homes to keep a watchful eye for Slackjaw and his men, trying to suss out what they were up to and what had just happened. But Slackjaw ain't stupid. He greased a few palms among the shopkeepers in the watch too, telling them that he was in town to stay and that things would be run properly from now on, without so much blood. He was finally a real boss, ready to settle into the business of moving whiskey, running the hound fights, and offering up the ladies and gentlemen of the night if you'd take my meeting. Then the plague came. Kind of like that. That's kind of funny. Then the plague came. At first, it seemed like a good thing. A few people got sick and everybody wanted to buy those potions from Sokolov or Pero. Health elixir or spiritual remedy, they call them. Slackshot told me he saw an opportunity. We already had an old whiskey factory with a still where we could water the stuff down and sell it discounted. Doing the same with Sokolov's elixir was a smart plan. Pretty soon, everybody in the slums was sick and business was good, but after a while, there were so many people down with the plague that everyone got scared. Everybody started acting real nasty and everything fell apart. If people can't work, they don't have a coin for elixir, watered down or pure. When the Empress died, it seemed like Dunwall would slide into the void. Spymaster Burroughs took over and the watch started using all that new Sokolov technology. Watchtowers, tall boys, and them arc pylons. They put up a wall of light across Clavering Boulevard and cracked down hard. But Slackjaw surprised us again. Instead of leaving town on a boat bound for Morley or one of the other isles, he stayed and kept it all together. We get as much elixir to fight off the plague as the city watch, with their taxes and rations, and that's kept us alive so far. Crawley, Bottle Street Gang. Okay. So then there's this stuff. Field survey notes the royal spy. Excerpt from the personal memoirs of Hiram Burroughs, dated several years earlier. This is the 4th day month of Hive Cold. Oh, dear Neptune. Progress continues on the suppression of gang activity in the distillery district, but more slowly than expected. The ruffians operating there have been cutting, I'll grant them that, but it's only a matter of time. I'll see their leaders flogged in public and sent beneath the royal executioner's blade if I had my way. That mute bastard would be working night and day, removing the heads that need removing. Internally, the Empress does not seem pleased with my investigations. It seems that it is beyond her thinking, against her very nature as a trusting person, that traitors move among us. But I know they do. They must. So this is the Spymaster guy who wrote this. No, Jessamine, I don't know how to say her name still, it's weird. Jessamine would rather spend her time with the royal protector. At least he's likely to stop any immediate threat to her safety, but a strong arm is not what's needed against those who undermine us. How will Corvo's sword stop a poisoned wine glass or an explosive delivered by a courier? It will not. There are many threats around us, threats requiring meticulous efforts to police. Young Lady Emily is undisciplined, I'm afraid, here within Dunwall Tower. She receives instruction from the finest tutors known in the island. Fucking damn it! She receives instruction from the finest tutors known in the Isles, yet her mother spoils her and she spends most of her time lost in imagination, wasting her time drawing or asking Corvo to teach her the fight with wooden sticks. The girl might rule the Empire someday. Every moment spent at play is a moment wasted. Shoring up security for the main gate leading to Dunwall has been another pet project of late. To think that back in his day, Emperor Caldwin left it open to the public during the day, allowing anyone to come and go as they please. For up to me, I seal off access to the streets entirely, but the Empress won't hear of it. The waterlock is much easier to protect, and if it were the only way to the tower, traffic in and out would be greatly reduced. Someday, the wrong person is going to slip in and will suffer for it. Mark my words, no amount of security is excessive when it comes to protecting the heads of state. The Empress also disapproves of my plans for the Sokolov devices. Sokolov himself has no interest in security, of course, but he's vain and therefore keen to see his inventions deployed in any fashion. This wall of light he's been tinkering with has promise. In any case, at least, I was able to convince the Empress to upgrade the pistols carried by the officers of the watch. Why do I worry so when no one else seems to care? If I ever fall asleep, will it all sink into the ocean? Will the rough things clamber over the walls and fill themselves on our flesh? This is what I see in the same dream several times each month. If only I had more saying things, more authority, I could protect us all. Perhaps I have been working too hard. Dinner and an evening of conversation with a certain lady of refinement might be in order. Perhaps somewhere nice in the estate district. Okay, now I don't think the Spymaster is super shitty anymore. I mean, not as shitty. You know, you get a nice little point of view from him. I think we just, like, cheated our way to an achievement. Collect 10 yeah, because bone charms are fucking rare if I remember them. Because I barely even remember that they existed. Rumors and sightings. Dodd. Excerpt from an overseer's covert field report. An overseer, we haven't met one yet. For over a year now, I have lived away from the Abbey, without the company of my overseer brethren or the guidance of the blind sisters of the Oracle Order. Days have passed with me sleeping in the dens of cut purses, murderers, and worse. And the nights have seen me prowling through the worst alleys and wretched corners of Dunwall. And I have taken my meals with killers. At times I have ventured beyond the city walls, meaning the forgotten graveyards and outlying ruins frequented by those of ill means. My beard has grown long, and I wear the weathered clothing and bits of boiled leather favored by the Bottle Street and hatter gangs, by those rough men and women who make their trade knifing others in return for a coin. My hands have run red with blood, it's true, but I have selected my targets with care, choosing among those criminals and heretics who were not fit to live, executing them justly and using their deaths as a mean of building my reputation. So far, this trick has allowed me to make my name among the murderous colleagues without taking the lives of the innocent. My goal is singular. I must impress the assassin named Dodd in order to get close to him. I feel like it's not Dodd. Of all the practitioners of black magic we have tracked, nothing concerns the Abbey as much as Dodd. It is. I feel like, I bet that's the fucker who killed the Empress. It is said that his mother was a witch from one of the archipelagos off of Pendayasen coast, taken captive by pirates venturing far from the Isles, according to the legend. By the time the ship returned, the captain was dead and the witch-controlled crew, with Dodd still a shadow in her belly. The earliest stories tell of a gang killer without mercy, moving among the shopkeepers and city watch officers of Dunwall like a reaper through wheat, and then a period of silence followed. Years, we now believe, he spent traveling the Isles, studying anatomy in the occult in the great halls of learning and in hidden basements frequented by his fellow dabblers in the forbidden arts. Dodd even purported to have spent a winter in the Academy of Natural Philosophy itself, and for a time, for a schism developed, he counted the Brigmore witches among his allies. All the while he honed his craft, and it was during this time that we believe he began to consort with the outsider. New reports emerged of a dusky-skinned assassin paid by the elite to eliminate their rivals in Dunwall and the other major cities across the Isles. Those who saw him and lived numbered in the handful, but all of them reported something strange. He appeared and vanished like smoke. From a nearby rooftop he gestured, and a noble woman stumbled from her balcony, falling to her doom on the cobblestones below. Most recently, as this new threat of plague has risen in Dunwall, Dodd has been seen leading a gang of men in dark leather dressed as factory railers in their vapor masks, seem to be loyal beyond comprehension for one so unworthy, leading me to wonder if some magic is dedicated to lulling their minds, enslaving them. Only a month ago, one young girl claims to have come upon a strange scene carrying a bottle of milk home to her crippled brother. She was taking a shortcut through the tailor's district. In a narrow street, she passed beneath a window and heard unusual sounds from within. Pushing aside the ratty curtain, the girl saw into an abandoned apartment used by miscreants for gambling and trading haberweed. An occult shrine had been erected against the far wall, which she recognized from her teachings given by her local overseer. A man she described as resembling Dodd is kneeling before the shrine, muttering to an unseen spirit as if in argument. He took a carving made of pale bone from the altar before him, and the lights all went out. In a gush of unclean wind, quiet as a field mouse, she slipped away, running till she reached her home. There can be no doubt Dodd is an agent of the outsider, must die, for there's no limit to the evil this man might do. This is my solemn oath and the great purpose of my life. Till Dodd is dead. What? Until Dodd is dead. Okay, I didn't read that wrong. His corruption has been purged from the world. I will continue to move among the depraved, winding my way towards him. I will not drop my guise or don my overseer mask again until Dodd breathes no more. Okay. And we're done reading. Yeah. Christ almighty. Okay, so let's see. What was the inventory button? Anybody remember? Alright, seize the crouch. Seriously, what was the inventory, mates? Come on, help me out here. What I just hit? J for journal, that makes sense. I for inventory? No. HKLIUTYJ. That's every button. Okay, hold up. Just a moment. Okay. So we got all these bone charms. White wraps can be consumed from it. That's weird. I like that one. They won't attack me. That's good. No. That's good. That's good. That's very good. No, we don't even need that because we're not going to be, you know, alerting people at all. They won't know us. Okay. We have a lot of coin. We're going to save real quick. How fucking long have we been recording? I need to go check this. Man, that was a long while. But you know what? I don't want this to be a filler part. Hold up. Let's try that keyhole thing. See that? It zooms in. It is zooming in a lot. Is it still zooming in? Okay, that's weird. I don't like it.
Somewhere in the basements below, Hound kills Hound, and money changes.
Hey, there's a
Should I
ruin.
reserve space for Samuel then?
If you like, but he won't use it.
Why?
He can't sleep in regular beds anymore, or that's what he says. Says he was in the Navy too long. Can you believe it?
Oh,
That pile of wood out there? It's a hopple he built from an old rowboat. Where does Admiral Havelock find these people, I wonder?
Such laughter, and they're singing the old songs, linking arms. But that was from a happier time.
It's fun listening to everyone.
Deals are made here,
Attention,
sometimes
citizens
under
of
the
Dunwall.
influence of wine,
Old Port District
and
has been added to
sometimes
the
the
evacuation
influence
list
is the point of a knife.
for the month of as the Lord Regent has decreed
Damn it, come on.
plague ordinances will remain in effect.
Bone charm! Fuck. Damn it! Yeah. Not gonna be able to get up there. Cancel.
Before the sun rises, they toss any casualties into the river. Men or hound, they all go in.
We're having a much easier time getting around. Alright, let's talk to that one guy real quick. I like how I can only do mouse wheel down. You can't scroll mouse wheel up. Saddening. Oh, I didn't mean to use that. Oh no. Why would it let me use that? Oh, pedo. Oh,
Havelock stopped in earlier, but I forgot what
Hey.
he wanted.
Why
He's
can
waiting
I?
to see you.
Why can I kill him? Hold up. Fucking Christ. Why would it let me do that? Why would it even let me do that? Alright, I can't. Pero's workshop key. That's, that door. They're giving us access to a bunch of stuff now, which is nice. This is one more thing I want to Can I go up there now? Alright, we're up here. Hey, this is our room. Heart, is there anything up here?
They top off the wine with river water, but eventually someone swims. Then fresh bottles are fetched from the cellars.
Ah, Christ. Excerpt from a book on the celebrations and holidays. At the end of every year, after the last day of the month of songs, we begin the fog feast. New Year is not started, and thus the time that follows is outside the calendar. A period of celebration and feasting begins, during which people abandon the very practices that kept them whole and healthy over the year. Many leave their homes euphoric with spirits and more potent herbs. Some paint their faces or wear masks to conceal themselves as they pursue passions without reservation, and when the right cosmological signs are observed and it is time for the new calendar to begin anew, the sitting high overseer calls for a hymn of atonement, and the fog feast ends. Families return to their homes, wives to their husbands, enemies put down their weapons, and fires are extinguished. No complaint is given for those who have wronged others, deviated from ancient codes, or discarded oaths, for this time is during the astrological alignment does not exist, and it is not recorded. The following day starts a New Year's, marked on the first month of Earth, as it has always been.
Elementary sums. History of the Isles. Geography of the Isles. The Seven Strictures. Litany of the White Cliff. Sayings of the Overseer. One day we'll get a few new books.
Who the hell lives up here? Excerpt from a work of fiction, early chapters. My stomach twisted as the engines of the odd vessel roared louder. It was the creation of Orchido. Third prefect from the Academy of Natural Philosophy, he was exhilarated, savoring each of the small crafts, indulgence. Who made all these books? I want to know. I feel so bad for them. Undulations. Orchido pulled a lever, and a great gout of smoke surrounded us. The smell of burning whale oil grew unbearable as the machine propelled itself forward. I was too afraid to look through the window, which suddenly didn't feel thick enough. As if knowing my thoughts, Overseer Brain looked over and smiled. Recite some of the litany, my pupil. It will protect your heart from the triptitude of the void on our way to the outer spire. Spears, or whatever. Trials of Aptitude. Excerpt of a book on the esoteric practices of the Addy. Oh wait, we already saw this, right? Yep, we already did. Thank God. Okay, enough.
Their fate rests on your effort, on the strength of your hands and of your heart.
It's enough. What the fuck you got to say to me, bitch?
Well, let's get down to it. First off, I know that assassination is dark business, but sometimes good men have to do bad things to make them. Our purpose is clear. We want to restore Her Majesty's line by finding and putting Emily Caldwin on the throne. To those ends, we'll hide, act in shadow, take them apart, piece by piece. Tonight, High Overseer Campbell dies by your hand. It won't be easy. He's protected by his overseers, an army of religious zealots. But if anyone can do it, you can. Your exploits are legendary. Campbell carries a private journal. Once you've eliminated him, get the journal, because we think it contains Emily's location. Recovering her is obviously critical, assuming she's alive. That's the gist of it. Remember our cause and strike true. We're counting on you. Another thing. Campbell is holding a former overseer by the name of Martin. He's one of us, and if you manage to find him, give him whatever help you can. He's a master strategist, and he got caught working for our cause. It'd be good to have him back here at the Hound Pits.
Why do I read book? Okay. Excerpt from a letter of public concern by anonymous authors. What you've read here is the truth, regardless of what you heard from the authorities who rule. It is no matter of confidence that the former royal spy master is one who stepped in when the late empress fell, who will remain nameless, believe that these events are interconnected. The signs of oppression all around us, the Sokolov designs usually intended to provide light and warmth to our homes, have turned against us as a means of inspiring fear and controlling our movements through the city. Where did this plague originate? Some say it was imported. A wild theory, perhaps. One of our members risked her life to obtain an internal report from the government, which we'll be printing and sharing soon, called the Exquisite Tall Boy, extolling the virtues of this newest member of the city watch. To those in the streets below, these virtues are horror spread by stilted thugs who rain down fire on the sick and poor. To those eyes, the tall boy is another government boldly armed with incinerating devices, thickly armored, standing high overhead, looking down at the common people of the city. We now know that the tall boys are heavily drugged, embedding a substance that renders them resistant to pain, but also does whatever everything they might normally possess. Exquisite? We think not. Copy these words and share them with your neighbors, and remember, when the tides are the lowest, the truth will be revealed. Alright. God, I want to get some actual gameplay. I've been dicking around in the hound pubs too much!
Corvo. Hello. I'm Callista. I work here for Admiral Havelock. I'm sorry to intrude on your business, but this is important. I suspect you're going to kill the High Overseer. That wretched man. There's really no reason for you to listen to me. But my uncle, Jeff Kernow, still serves as captain in the City Watch. But he's a good man, and my only family. The chatter in servant circles is that Campbell just took delivery of an exotic poison. And I think I know why. My uncle's not corruptible like the rest of them. Campbell is going to poison my uncle. Do you think you could protect him? You used to do that, right? Before you had your current profession. Before you became an assassin.
I haven't even assassinated anyone yet. Man, people are giving me all these side missions.
What can I do for you?
There, now you're gonna let me buy stuff. Let's talk about some upgrades and stuff. I got a lot of coin. Alright, give me some sleep darts. Give me all the darts. Alright. Might as well. Alright, bolt capacity. That's standard bolts. I don't know if that does something for sleep bolts. Let's get this. Combat sleep dart. We won't need that. Let's get that. Yeah, let's see if that does something, actually. Nope. Doesn't do anything. Oh, we can buy runes? Oh, I could have gotten it if I didn't. Motherfucker. Whatever, it's fine. We get it when we come back. Alright. Let's see. Powers. Can I upgrade any powers? Nah. Alright, we're gonna upgrade our blink when we get the chance to. In the meantime, Samuel.
Ready to go? Just give the signal.
Let's move out. I feel like that'd be so uncomfortable to wear.
It'll be a rough trip. Used to be to go straight up Clavering Boulevard, but now it's not so easy. Half the city's dead of the plague. The other half's fighting over what's left. The City Watch still holds the bigger streets, and they've set up those wall of light checkpoints. A man walks through one of those, and he ends up burned to a crisp. Everything not controlled by the City Watch is gang territory. There are the real odd birds living on the fringes, like that Granny Rags. They say she's nuts. Don't know which is worse. Just take your pick.
Alright. I'm trying to look for something real quick. Alright, here, we can... I mean, it's like... Alright, so yeah. Just gonna move on. And there are already guards, alright. Let's get a save going. Does it wear off? I can't remember if it wears off. No, I don't think it wears off.
Hey! What is it? I think that last one was moving. What? Yeah, the little one. Not possible. I inspected them myself. Keep working.
Wait, hold up.
Ain't moving no more.
Oh, there's a bone charm over there. Alright, so it lasts for a long time. Damn it!
1, 2, 3. Good. He's coming.
Shit. Not what I wanted. Bone charm. Death of the Month of Songs. Alright, it's a song. I'm not gonna bother reading a song. It's there. Alright. Okay, so it shows our movement. That's cool. Tab, right? Bone charms, spirited. Okay, get that. What else do we have to get? We have ruin over there. Very close. Can we not? Let me see if I can do something. Hold up. No, never mind. Damn it. Is there a way to fix that in the fucking controls? Yeah, scroll up. What the hell? Journal. Is P used for anything? No. Is B used for anything? No. Okay. There you go. This is great. Shortcuts. And now the thing works, so I'm not gonna struggle.
Half the block dead from the plague. Better them than us. At least some of them with money. 1, 2, 3, heave! Good. Keep them coming. Yeah. Sick ones go into cages and off to the flooded district. A couple of them didn't look too sick. Their chances.
What is that? A woman? Will she give a damn about me? She might. I mean, I'm wearing a scary mask, right? This is not going to be exciting gameplay at all, I feel. I'm sorry. I'm gonna eat that white rat.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. Report all deceased family members to the local dead counter. Unreported deaths are a punishable offense.
Wait, hold up. How do you throw? That's how, okay. Where was that thing now? It's over there.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. This is a special announcement from our Honorable Lord Regent.
This is the Lord Regent speaking.
It is with regret that I announce that my term as Lord Regent has been extended through the month of harvest and potentially beyond. In addition to this continuing crisis, the overseers of the
I
army
think
of
the little
Everyman
birdies are sad
remain in
today.
service
Oh,
of the
it's Granny
state
Rags
and are empowered to enforce order
yeah,
whenever
outsider powers.
and wherever necessary.
The knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen.
Hey.
Dear? Is that you, my dear husband? My eyes aren't what they used to be. Have you seen my little birdies? The dear things must be starving without their granny. Here, birdies. Here. Oh, my. I think I have gentlemen callers again, but not the way I used to, not the nice ones. I hear them, and they're not very polite ones either. Granny Rags, let us in. Ah, well, they'll go away again if they know what's good for them. But what a bother. Here's the key to the front door, love. You'll see to those ruffians, won't you?
Side quest. Alright, which one's the front door?
Granny, come out with me instead. Granny, you can't be
Let us in, Greg. What was that? I know you're here. Damn it. Help me look for him.
Dunzo. This is why sleeping darts are such a good investment.
Oh, my dear. I knew you'd help me with those ill-mannered boys. My brave man. Listen, Granny has a birthday
I
present
believe
for
she
you.
gives me a ruin.
I got it from the outsider, and now I'm giving it to you. Go on. It's upstairs. On the vanity. I think you'll cut a nice figure with it. Remember how we used to dance? Our parties were even grander than those at the Boyle Manor. Everyone wanted to come.
I wonder if I'm her son. Be interesting, wouldn't it? Oh, sleep darts. Abandoned nerd. Elixir. Coin. So that's a bed. Alright, so let's open. Let's loot these kids real quick. There we go.
I hope you like the little gift I got for you. It's the least I could do for turning those louts away. I can't bear these Bottle Street children. Ruffians, every last one of them. Rotten apples. And that slack jaw is the worst lot. You know what I just thought of? You could do something else for me. Another little favor. And I'd give you another present. Another lovely rune carved from the bones of a dead whale. Do you remember my doctor, dear? Dr. Galvani? Now there was a clever man. He's got all sorts of nasty rat guts and disease in his laboratory. Wouldn't it be a shame if some of that mess found its way into the Bottle Street Gang's elixir still? That'd teach him. See to it, dear. I'll find you another present just like the first.
Alright, I'm game.
Galvani lives on Clavering Boulevard. Or at least he used to. Those were the days. Now run off. My baby birdies are hungry. So precious.
Why did they have coo noises? Those weren't coos.
They're shy. You'll have to go or they won't come.
Pretty sure the birdies are rats. Alright, let's Alright, let's no, let's just do it. Might as well upgrade it. We'll get it eventually.
Granny, come out with me instead. Granny,
Alright, if I'm correct. Yeah, that's as high as it goes, is level 2. Ah, come on. Alright, let's where'd it go? Where'd it go? You're here. Okay, whatever.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. John Clavering Boulevard has been designated a
Save game.
restricted travel area. Any citizens are liable to search or imprisonment at the discretion of the City Watch.
No one suspects a thing. What the hell are those noises, mate? Anything in here? Some elixir. Spring razor traps. We're not going to be using those. Not going to be using that. The white wall of light components have been delivered to your station. I expect it to be functional for midnight. Y'all has been provided a cellar spray or wear oil tank should the need arise. Last, it's come to my attention that various watchmen continue the adolescent practice known as rat burning. Remember, whale oil is not cheap. Please keep your men under control. Okay. Okay, see this whale oil? That's awesome. Fuck this whale oil. 6, 7. I can't see him. How the fuck they get down there so quick? Yeah. No!
Keep them coming.
Isn't it like left alt to zoom in? Bam! Fuck. 7.
He's
Eyes
slippery.
sharp.
Check
Call
every.
out to each other if you spot him.
I think that's all of them. Yep. These fools. Alright. Let's get the stuff from over here again. Fuck this. Possess a rat and use a small tunnel to the left. I think I already have possession. Ha. Damn it. Ah! No spring razor traps. No rewiring. I didn't kill anybody, right? I gotta make sure I don't fucking chuck these onto an unconscious body. That'd be bad, okay? Boom. You're still alive, right? Yeah. Okay. So things no longer powered, and nobody has the ability to turn it back on anymore. This is going great. Everything is going swell. Fucking group chat, everybody's saying somebody got catfished. Feels bad. Alright. I've been checking the group chat because oh shit. I was hoping one of my mates could give me a ride somewhere. But not possible! Not possible! Have I been found? Fucker. Alright, load that save. Alright, let's climb.
Are you crazy? They can hear anything you say.
This is easy. So there's a bone charm right in there.
We have to check you over. And there's an inspection fee.
To the void with Bottle Street and to the void with you. Let me out.
Oh, you don't want to talk to us like that.
Where are they?
Fact is, Bottle Street is here to take its cut. So reach into your pockets and let's work out. It's just a matter of time, buddy.
Hey!
I'll come back down there in a moment.
Let me out.
Alright, this looks promising. Timeless children's rhymes. Alright. Anybody can read that if they want. I'm not interested in reading little children rhymes. Mother's Journal. Fuck! It's the 4th day of the month of rain. Morris is sick, and so are the children. I've avoided it thus far, which is good fortune since it has fallen on me to care for them. 9th entry. The city watch comes and goes, knocking on doors and asking for signs of plague. Even our neighbors cannot be trusted. Earlier, it was difficult to keep the children quiet. Now they sleep most of the time. 10th entry. The flies have set in. I try to keep them away, but I barely get close. They sting so. Most of the time, Morris won't answer me when I try to talk to him from across the room. Morris is gone. I don't know what I'll do. For now, all my hope is reserved for the children. Leaving the flat for a while, near dawn, I found some plague bags from a guard booth while no one was looking. It took a while, but I got Morris into one of those bags. Elise's face is covered. 12th entry. Young Robert has passed. The star of my sky is gone. Page missing. 17th entry. Elise stopped breathing in the middle of the night. She was such a headstrong girl, I can hardly believe she was overcome. She was always near as I cut up hagfish or vegetables, arguing with me about everything. 18th entry. It is the 4th day of the month of Wind, and it is settled in that they are all lost. That they are lost to me, all of them. I cannot bring myself to call the dead counter. 19th entry. I have the fever now. No guards come near anymore. Rip. Just kind of slumps over. Anything over here? I mean, I got that vision stuff. That looks bad. We'll check. We'll check every little nook and cranny, get as many valuables as we can. For now, let's go down here.
Hey!
Yo, mate. What's up, mate?
I owe you, brother. I won't ask about the mask. I wouldn't want my face seen either, pulling a stunt like that. You know what? I'll return the favor. Come by Griff's shop. That's my business. Well, it was, at one time, but now I'm reduced to scavenging things from here and there as the city dies. If you need anything, I wouldn't mind trading for a little money. Maybe someday the plague will blow over and everything will go back to normal. But until then, it's scavenging for me.
Huh, maybe he has something. Can I talk to you yet?
Want to look at some of the things I found? Good prices, I swear.
Alright, let's look at some things. Alright. Get the blueprints, that looks important.
What the?
Anything in here, really? Need some, good loot. Alright. Let's just have this on while I wonder about... There's a person up there. Looks like just a regular person. Ah, it's Griff. I was about to choke that man out. Is this a door? Okay, well, we'll look at that in a second. We got a lot of stuff we're gonna look at. This is Sidetrack Century. Dunwall Whiskey Distillery. We'll go there later once we have the things. Let's go into here real quick. Can't be opened. Okay. Did I ever find that fucking... Damn it, the rune's over here. Alright. Am I supposed to get over there? It's the same rune from earlier, ain't it? She's talking to me.
Shoot. Fanny has work to do.
Mine.
Be careful, Corvo. They call her Granny Rags. You wouldn't recognize her real name, or even the name of her family, but an emperor begged for her hand once, and rich young men fought each other for her favor. I watched her consider them all, measure their worth, and find them wanting. Then, she made a different choice. You're on your way to face the High Overseer, the leader of a great cult dedicated to loathing me. What will you do?
Everybody has kind of big hands. Not sure why, but it looks like everybody's hands are a bit too big, especially the men. Alright. What do we got? Where do we gotta go next? Some ruins over there and such. And quest markers. Alright, so that office we have to go to is right there. get into it. I don't see a way inside. So when she doesn't like this, and I take it like this. Is there a way in here that I missed? Oh, there is! Dumb. Alright. Bone charms. Bone charms. A sailor's blessing, they say. The carving itself is practiced from long back, passed from father to son. Old man salt, a greenhorn still getting his sea legs beneath him. In the old times, men cut into the tusk of ice seals and into the arms-long fangs of bears that roam the isles north of Tivia. Once the whale trade began, practitioners went to engraving the bones of those great beasts, rendering charms that sing in the night and grant some small boon to a man's vigor or defense against pregnancy. Damn. Pick that up. He did. And we have everything of value. Alright, it has come to my attention that I do not have enough space on my computer. So I'm going to have to end this part here for now until I get some stuff edited and uploaded. This part's been pretty long too. There's a lot of sidetracking. This game might go on a bit longer than I thought it would. That's the end for this part. See everybody in the next one.